Last time on Let's Play Metroid Prime 2 Echoes.
Let's Play Metroid Prime Federation 4. Rad scans indicate the presence of Phazon energy. Phazon is on this planet. Of course, we could never show up to the Space Pirate front door and expect to receive a warm welcome. Right, we have Space Pirates have no idea we're here. Let's keep it that way. And oh. Maybe, perhaps they might break out or something? Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Metroid Prime 2 Echoes as we continue our infiltration into the Space Pirate base and find out who this Dark Hunter is. If we turn around behind us, there's a bit of Space Pirate lore we can scan.
Recording to logbook.
Space Pirate encrypted data decoded. Security breach. Data transferred to your logbook for further review. The Dark Hunter teleports into the base at will. Our security has proven next to useless against her. Her latest raid was disastrous. Not only did we lose more Phazon to her, but she also crippled the stealth field generator with her strange new weapons. We are exposed. Okay, let's continue our infiltration of the Space Pirates base. This Dark Hunter, maybe we'll find out who they are. If we go into this room here, then we have a few things of note. First of all, a very round structure. Secondly, a couple of turrets. Let's take them out. Thirdly, we have a window here. Structural analysis complete. Grating designed to resist extremely high speed winds. Weapons fire is useless against it. Seek an alternate method to access the control area. So there's obviously another way around it. Perhaps... let's get this part first. Perhaps this grating will allow us to get through? Structural analysis complete. Stress fractures detected. Decomposure of brimstone alloy within it has weakened it. Structural integrity critical. Okay, it's brimstone, that means missiles. Right, if we go through here, I think we may have found our Dark Hunter. Well. We can't get through this door. We can't get through here. I guess the only way is to go down here. Welcome to the boss fight against Dark Samus. Complete one of my favourite boss themes in the entire game. This is Dark Samus, a Phazon powered entity. Powerful distance attacks. Phazon energy shield repels all weapons. Wait until it is down to attack. Avoid close contact with targets. Scans indicate the presence of Phazon in your genetic material within this entity. She wears a version of the Varia suit, altered and augmented by the Phazon within her. Primary weapons include the missile launcher and a scatter shot variant of the power beam, boost and jump abilities, a superior to yours. The ability to generate Phazon energy shields is also present. Dark Samus might be the most threatening enemy we've faced so far, and man, this theme is awesome. Be very careful that as Dark Samus has rapid fire attacks, she can evade your lock-on, so be very careful of that. So you may have to try and... the hardest part about this fight is trying to keep track of where Dark Samus is. Other than that, it's not actually too challenging, but it's Still a pretty formidable foe, probably one of the toughest fights we've had so far in the game. Careful when you get too close to her, because she can generate phase and shields around her in order to damage you. I say she, we don't know for sure it's a she, we know say she because it's a dark version of Samus. So. And these phase and blasts are doing a fair amount. Fortunately we got that ever energy tank back in the last episode. And Dark Samus is hiding behind all these pillars. It's been really difficult to track here. Use the pillars as cover if necessary. They could save you quite a bit of health. Use missiles if you can get a clean shot on her, but bear in mind she can deflect missiles with that shield. And now Dark Samus is going to get a protective shield around herself. And what she just says, avoid that shot at all costs. You know we're going to get hit by that phase and dive bombing attack. And as you see, we try to throw missiles at her, they won't work. Stick to the power beam. The power beam, surprisingly, is the best weapon against Dark Samus, and we've been dive bombed again. Yeah, that you can see that attack does quite a bit of damage. As the fight progresses, we are destroying everything around us. I want to check if there's anything we actually need to. No. Just keep firing Dark Samus. If possible, use the power beam to reduce her health. But above all else, avoid the dive bombs. They do far more damage than anything else Dark Samus can muster. And she's destroyed another pillar. The more you get to dive bomb the pillars, the less cover you have. Fortunately, I don't believe she can dive bomb the central pillar, but be careful there. And also, don't forget, because there's flames, that obviously means you can get damaged by them. We're taking a fair amount of damage in this fight against Dark Samus, but it's supposed to be a major fight in the game after all. Another dive bomb attacking coming from Dark Samus. She just bounces off the center. She cannot destroy the central phason container with that dive bomb attack. We have got a fair way down Dark Samus's health bar, so I think we should be able to do this. Just keep on it. We're almost done, and that is it. Dark Samus has been defeated. For now, anyway. Somehow I don't think this is the last time we'll see this thing. And our reward isn't really a power-up. Going to check though, it doesn't look like we have actually got anything to pick up from that fight, which is very curious. Scan around here. Oh, we have found Phazon. Volatile ore with biomutagenetic properties. Origin point of Phazon unknown. First detection of element on planet Talon 4. Used by space pirates to produce vast levels of energy. Bioforms exposed to Phazon without proper shielding will eventually undergo radical mutation. Well, we already saw that from the first game. So, let's leave this area by way of the elevator. And let's see what's hiding behind this door here. We have a major upgrade. This is what the space pirates were referring to. This is the Dark Beam. Hold the plus button, then point left and right and release plus to switch to the Dark Beam. Change weapon to fire a normal shot when out of ammo. This is a new beam to... Oh, we have locked the storage board package for purchase on the Trilogy version only. So, this is a new mechanic as part of of Metroid Prime 2, the beams have ammo. You cannot fire these infinitely. You have a limited amount of ammo which you can use to get through. So if I switch the dark beam, you want to switch the dark beam on the Wii version, you hold down the plus button and then move in the direction of the beam you want to select, which in this case is the dark beam. We're now loading with the dark beam. On the GameCube version, you press right on the C stick to switch to the dark beam. So you fire the dark beam. As you can see, it fires slightly differently, and the fire rate is... I'll show you this. It's not as good as the power beam is. You press plus, that'll switch you back to the power beam. Be very, very cautious with your dark beam shots, because there is no easy way to replenish them, unlike with missiles. At least not yet anyway. There is dark beam ammo in the game, but let's just say there's a certain mechanic tied to that. We'll get to that in a moment. For now though, we need to go through this gate. So you need to energize door with dark energy to open it. Well, hey, we have dark energy now. So we've progressed through here, and now we can get through this door. Man, my nunchuck isn't staying in today, is it? We have another gate. Naturally, there's a lot of uses for the dark beam after we just get it, and it is what we need to progress. While we're in here, we have scanned these terminals already. You may remember this door, but since we can open these gates, progress is assured. Switch back to the power beam because I don't want to waste dark ammo on something that doesn't necessarily need it. And space pirates are in here now. We've got a new type of space pirate, Grenader. Space pirate specializing in grenade combat. Powerful grenade launcher makes its enemy dangerous at range. Minimal close combat ability. The space pirates have begun to use an experimental energy grenade launcher in the field. The weapon is viewed as a mixed blessing to the Grenader units. While the grenade launchers are powerful weapons, Grenadiers must leave their rifles behind to carry them. Fast-moving targets can close in on Grenadiers, rendering their main weapon somewhat ineffective. I say we follow just that advice. I'm still using the power beam. I know we have a new weapon, you might want me to use that, so... You know what, let's give it a go. Let's give our new dark beam a go in combat. Where's the other Grenader? You're around here somewhere, aren't you? Yeah, there you are. The unique property about the dark beam is it can freeze enemies. So if you doesn't take them out, it will freeze them in place and allow you to give them a good shot. Now we could go into the dark world now, but there's something I missed out last time we were here. I want to go back into the morph ball tunnels and go into the electricity fields, which by the looks of it have now been deactivated. I want to roll around this way and go through this section which we haven't been through yet. It's much easier now, and we have obtained ourselves a missile expansion. Yeah, much easier to go back and get this after you've already been through the section. With that out of the way, I think it's time we go back to Dark Aether now that we have the means to do so with our new dark beam. We shoot the dark beam at the portal, it will open a dimensional rift, and we can cross into the equivalent in Dark Aether. So, prepare to recharge your energy. I'm going to wait here a bit for full health, and then we'll be starting to move across the area. And hey, well you know, there is one of the Dark Temple keys we've been seeking. Okay, now we're back up to full health. I want to demonstrate something. The Dark Beam may be more powerful, but it is a bad match on Dark Aether. If I try shoot this energy beacon with the Dark Beam... Oh, now that's a problem. We cannot use that as an energy field anymore. It's completely gone. So no, we have completely closed that off from us, so this is going to make it much harder to proceed onwards. If we destroy some of these crates here, this will open some of the way from us, and we have a few things we can scan, like this body here. Bioscan complete. Subject's spine was shattered after high velocity impact. The attack crippled the subject, leaving it vulnerable to further attacks and ultimately termination. Bioscan complete. Subject took multiple armor breaches, exposing his body to local atmosphere. Resulting trauma led to multiple organ failure and death. We always scanned Phazon. Wait, there's Phazon on Dark Aether. A Phazon meteor we have heard about before. Maybe Phazon is responsible for Dark Aether? Just a hunch. This beacon is back here by the looks of things. Right, we want to be able to move over the other side, so let's run across this way. But now we want to try and head up to that top ledge because that's where one of the keys we need to obtain is. But how do we get up there? Maybe this will be the answer? This statue conceals a Luminoff device. Active shell is composed of brimstone. Explosive damage may weaken or destroy it. I say we do just that. While keeping our beacon alive. And this is a light lift crystal. Energized by dark based weapons. Luminoff lift platform will lower when crystal is energized by dark weaponry. Used by the Luminoff forces during their war. Most still function despite periodic abuse from the Ying. Right, I think we know what to do here. Switch to the dark beam and fire at here. This will lower the platform and allow us to access that energy field. But for now though, we have lost our field. Oh no. Phew. Well, that was a close one, but yeah, what we're trying to do now is aim to get up there. Oh, we got a new enemy. This is the Dark Preed. Darkling possessed gas-filled cyborg. Darkling enhances target's durability. The destruction of outer body will release a highly toxic cloud. The aggressive Preeds are often possessed by Darklings for aerial hunting missions. The presence of the dark creature makes the small cyborg more durable. The toxic gas carried by a Preed is enhanced by exposure to dark energy, making it considerably more dangerous. We haven't even seen the regular Preeds yet, and yet we're already getting dark Preeds. Keep the field alive. We've got a light crystal there, but it doesn't look like it's in a good position. In fact, we need to scan this. This is a nullified crystal. Protective field of light energy deactivated. Light crystals, when covered with dark energy, cease to function for a brief time. Light energy can clear the crystal of the dark energy. Some dark creatures will fire dark energy at light crystal to hinder or damage their opponents. Yeah, it was quite important to scan in the end. So, actually, that means that if we fire the dark beam at this here, and then get our scan book out, we can scan this for the logbook too. This is a nullified beacon. Protective field of light energy deactivated. Light beacons, when covered with dark energy, cease to function for a period of time. Light energy can clear the beacon of dark energy. So it's basically the same text. So yeah, that's basically the same text except for the beacons instead of the crystals. We have this thing here, we really want to get that, so I think without further ado, let's go ahead and collect that key. So, only one more key we need to get. Oh, bye-bye. Make sure we save ourselves a bit there. We have a dark door, we can go through this. Oh, I think we've got a new... No, this is the previous type of thing we've already seen, the warrior ring. And it looks like we cannot go any further than this because there is a door that we don't have access to. We have a dark beam, but nothing to do with that. So back through here, we want to be heading along this path here. Because if you look in the other direction, we cannot go through this way because that door is blocked by the door, the type of shield that we cannot access yet. You'll probably guess what that is, though. It's not really exactly rocket science, especially just given you know what power up we obtained recently. So, how many times has that happened in the LP so far? The stupid thing will not stay put properly. Kind of amusing to see it happen, but not really what you're going to be happening all the time. What's cool about this route is that this is a door you would get to access to reach the command center in the light world, yet it's the way forward in the dark world, and we're going the opposite direction to where we did go in the light world when traveling through the space pirates base. Proceed further into here, and we have more in. They probably wouldn't want to stay in the dark energy field for too long, but they can survive in it for whatever reason. It obviously wasn't strong enough. Don't fire dark energy in, by the way. They are beings of darkness after all. They're going to resist that quite pretty easily. Just stick to the power beam. We have a body to scan here. Bioscan complete. Subject was undergoing parasitic fusion when its heart failed. Massive biosystem shock led to the termination of subject and parasite. I'll proceed forward through here. I must admit, I wonder why I did wait for so long in the past when it's actually much easier to imagine than I thought it would be. Kill these inglets here. And if we look at this part here, scan this, and it's a complete. This section of walls with large amounts of secondary densium in it. It is unstable as a result. We cannot do anything about that. We do not have the material, the weapon we need to take down densium, so we're gonna have to ignore this for now. Keep on with the inglets here. Man, it's so much easier to be able to precision pointer at the inglets with the original, with the Wii controls. Wait. This here. Energized with light energy. Walk into an energized portal to transport to Aether. We cannot get back here though. And besides, we want to stay in here because I have a feeling that the last temple key is somewhere that we need to get. So if we go through this corridor, we are going in the opposite direction to the way we came in the light world. That is pretty much obvious. This time, however, it's a bit different getting back up. Structural analysis complete. Object contains a number of motivated units. It appears to be a component in some sort of transportation system. So, to get back up here, I think we need to look on the other side. Maybe that will provide a clue as to what we have to do. Oh, well you know, there's a light crystal on the other side. You know what that means, right? Problem solved. And switch back to dark beam so that we avoid taking too much damage. Use a missile to open the door. And hey, it's the save station from the other Aether. I think that is going to be the end of the episode. So, on the next episode of Metroid Prime 2 Echoes, we're going to be exploring more of Dark Aether and trying to find that last key. See you guys next time.